Welcome to DIY We Comfy. Today we are gonna show you how to clean your stove with what you have in your fridge. Easy, and it's gonna be clean and clear. So we just finished cooking and this is what we are left with. Actually, it's not a pretty sight. I'm sure it looks even more beautiful on the screen right now, so you can see what the stove looks like, and we're going to show you inside the oven. You can see what it looks like. It does not look good, so let me show you what we're gonna need to clean up the stove. So we are going to need baking soda, pieces of lemon, a scraper, and a hard sponge. That's all we're gonna use to clean all this yucky stuff, to make the stove looking sparkling clean. For those who have a white stove, or even if you have a regular stainless steel stove, it is the same thing that I use on those ones as well. So let's get down to business. I'll show you, then we'll see what the result is gonna be after. So, as said in the intro, these are all the products we're gonna use: baking soda, pieces of lemons, hard sponge, and the scraper. This scraper, you can get it anywhere, it's so easy to get. So what you're gonna do first of all is to make sure the stove is cool and cold if possible, and then you're gonna use the scraper to scrape as much as you can. The scraper doesn't affect the stove, so it's a good one, and you can see what is coming out of the top of the stove. So we're gonna do that all around. The reason being that if you scrape it, by the time we put the baking soda and the lemon in, it's gonna make it dissolve easily. That is the point of using the scraper. You can see how many of the stuff are actually getting out. So we're gonna scrape as much as we can, and you can see what is coming up of the scraper already. Make sure you're careful. You just use the side of the scraper. Don't let the scraper comes out too much, so that it doesn't spoil your stove top. And that's all we're gonna do. So after that, you can take the residue of whatever you scrape off the stove. And then we can leave this aside, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour the baking soda and what we're going to do is we're gonna rub the lemon on top of the stove, then we pour the baking soda on it. You can leave it, if you're not going to use the stove for a couple of hours, you can leave it for about 2-3 hours. Or let's say you use the stove for night, you can actually leave it overnight. By the time you come back in the morning, you'll be surprised how easily everything that we put on is going to wipe off the stove. The advantage of that is we are now using a chemical, so it's not going to affect our fingers or affect us or affect our food. That is the advantage of using this system to clean up your stove top. So let's take some of the lemon and just to rub it off. The stove top. I've used lemon several times on many of our DIY, and I always say lemon is good, or lime. They disinfect, and they help you clean. I mean, you can see what is coming off already with just the lemon. And then the baking soda is going to be able to dissolve into the dirt and then help the cleaning become so easy. So we're going to put the scraper aside and then keep rubbing the lemon on top of the stove. Seriously, many of it are coming off already, just with the lemon. And that is enough for the stove top. And I'm going to leave even the residue of the lemon right on top of it. Then we're going to pour the baking soda on top. You can still use the pieces of the lemon to rub the So what we're going to do is we are going to use a little water, not to make it dry, for the next couple of hours. Seriously, if you come near, you can see how some of the stains are coming off already. Except if the stains are too harsh, like this one. That is why we need to leave it overnight. If not, when you do this, just this alone, you can see the wonder of the lemon and the baking soda. Just look at this one. I'm sure you saw the before and after right now. So we're gonna continue with this. Just rubbing it on as long as you can. If you have time, you can finish it in one shot. If you have time. If you don't have time, like myself, I have a lot of things to do in the house, then you can leave it and come back to do it. You can see that the baking soda has already turned, I don't know, maybe goldenish or yellowish, just from the dirt, from the stove top. We can actually try to scrape this one if possible. If not, I would say just pour a little water on it and just leave it for a little while. I just went to the tap to get some water, and I'm just gonna pour the water in and not leave this stubborn area for overnight, or in your case, if it's just a couple of hours that you need, you just leave it on. And then come back and see what it's going to happen. So that is for the stovetop. We are going to go now into the oven. Will be the next step that we are going to follow. As we are soaking the stovetop, we are now going to deal with the oven. I don't know about your house. My house is, my kids is a lot, so okay. cooking, it's a job, and I hate seeing my stove or my oven looking dirty. I just cannot stand it. I usually even put something at the bottom. I will show you what I'm gonna do when I finish. So we are gonna use the same thing. We're going to use the scraper, the lemon, and the baking soda. So now let's start with the scraper that I showed you guys earlier on. So be careful with this. So try and use the scraper to scrape the oil or the dirt out. Scraper is actually really good in the sense that it's meant for stove and oven, and when you use it well, making sure you're really careful. The way it's made is this is a piece of plastic, so the plastic is not gonna allow the metal part to be scraped off. Going to take out all the part that we scraped off. Then we can use the lemon and the baking soda to take the rest of the yucky stuff out. So now we're going to use that on the glass and the oven itself. This time I didn't rub the lemon on it. You can just squeeze a lemon. And you can see the effect that the lemon and the baking soda, the effect that they have. You can see it bubbling up. That is the effect of what it does on whatever you are cleaning. You can see, look, the lemon's already turned like a really brown right away. So this is no joke. This really does the job. If you can use it without using any chemical on your appliances, especially if you have all those expensive appliances, you want to take good care of them. So you can see what the color is. It doesn't look pretty, but it does the job. So we are gonna take a bunch of the one that's already cut again and put it Be careful of the coil. This is the coil for the oven. You don't want to scrape that. Don't let anything happen to that. Or this one, the fan as well. Be very careful of it. Those are the parts that you don't want to play with when you are taking care of your oven. you can see, hope it's clear on the video, the thing is actually coming out by itself. And you can see the color of the baking soda that is actually black right now. So we're gonna put a little water, just like I did for the stove top. We're gonna do the same thing with the oven, knowing fully well that the oven, we are not gonna use too much water. Just a little water. So that it can dissolve. And then just rub it all over the oven. And we're gonna leave it for, like I said, if you have hours, if you want to leave it overnight, or if you don't have time like myself, that you want to do it right away, you can still do that with no problem. So when we did that, we're going to go back to the stove. You can see what is going on with the stove. We just did it like, I don't even know how many minutes ago, but you can see the effect that the solution is already having on the stove. So this is the stove. The baking soda it's a little bit hard now, but it's good. But seriously, it's like it took all the yucky stuff off. It's not, I mean, you can see how dark and dirty the stove was when I started compared to now. So we can now take the hard sponge that I talked about at the beginning, pour a little water, more water, and then let's scrape all this yucky stuff off. So here we go. I mean, even if I don't have gloves, I can use this. I can do this with my hand with no trouble, because I know I'm not dealing with any chemical. So here we go. Here we go. Here comes a brand new stove compared to what we had a couple of minutes ago. Oh my God, this is so good. So here we go. I'm only using one hand now because I'm using the other hand. I'm holding camera with the other hand. So now, I forgot to tell us at the beginning that we had the baking soda, the lemon, and we are going to need water and a lint-free towel to clean all the other dirt off. So let's start from the top. The top was actually good, right? So you can just wipe whatever dirt is on top before we go to the yucky stuff right at the bottom. Be careful of all your buttered dough. So that side is good. Let's now go to the side that is extremely yucky at the beginning. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I am extremely happy with the result. And trust me, I'm a clean freak. I see when I get everything out. But with this, compared to what I had a couple of minutes ago, you can see what the water looks like. Ew. That is what we scrape up. The yucky stuff that we scrape up our stove. At the same time, while the oven is doing its own thing, we're gonna take care of that in a couple of minutes. So let me just wipe this clean. And I'm seriously gonna show us the before and after, just to compare. So here we go. Here is the sparkling clean stove. Now different from the yucky stuff it was a couple of minutes ago. So let's go to our lovely oven. Here we go. So with the oven, we can do the same. Make sure the picture is not that, it's not the best, but if you see what it's taking off, that is amazing what we cook and how much dirty our stove becomes. And you can see the oven, like, this is no joke. This is definitely no joke. That is what comes out of the oven, which is the oil, the dirt, and everything else. We're gonna finish this up. I just have to get rid of this yucky stuff and clean it out. I'll be right back. So here we go. You can see the difference after scraping and taking off the dirt. This is what we have. I am an happy client right now because the baking soda and lemon did their job. You can see the inside from what it was till now. I am satisfied. So what I'm gonna have to do is just to wipe it out. Wipe everything out with the lint-free towel and the water that we have ready. So here we go. Let's just wipe it out. I mean, what it was before to what it is now. I'm going to give it at least 8.5 to 9 over 10. Then we're going to rinse the water again. We're gonna have to change the water, but now let's just clean the inside of the oven as well. You can see the difference from then to now. Voila, you can see it's sparkling clean. Like I said, I'm gonna have to change the water and then do the last cleaning. So we're going to give the oven the final cleanup, which is with the wipe again, which is a clean water. that we just got. So it is actually clean, like sparkling clean right now. We're just giving it the last rub off. So it completes the cleaning of our oven and stove. So I'm just gonna put in the sleeve. Gonna put that back in so that when it's gonna be used, we're not gonna start looking for it. So here we go. From the yucky stuff that it was to the sparkling clean stove. That's it. I mean, apart from going up and down, just to show you, it didn't even take me, I'll say it took me about 35-40 minutes to do it. So let's recap everything that we used. So we have the baking soda, we finished the lemon, and the scraper, as well as a little water. We had a hot sponge, but I think I threw that in the somewhere in the sink there, and our bowl of water and lint-free napkin that we can use, or towel that we can use. So that's all we need, with no chemical, nothing. Our stove can look sparkling clean. Like I said, I'm a clean freak, so I just saw some little residue on this one. I just gotta clean it up, just to make my stove shiny. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what it looks like on the screen right now, but in reality it is extremely sparkling clean. When I turn off the video, I'm gonna have to put some aluminum on the bottom of the oven so that next time it is gonna last a while. So when any dirt comes on the oven, it's not going to be a difficult job next time. Like, it's gonna be much easier to clean next time than now. So I'll show you that on the picture before I upload the video. So until next time, just make sure you join us. This is how to clean a regular stove. I will show you the stainless steel maybe in the next upload, so stay tuned for that. So don't forget, again, what we're gonna need is baking soda, lemon that we finished already, a little water, and a bowl of water to clean, to rinse and wipe everything off. That's it. So make sure you subscribe and press the bell button in order not to miss any updated video that we're going to be uploading. Until next time, have a good day. Bye. As promised, this is the aluminum that I'm going to put underneath, so that next time when the oil or whatever residue is going to be falling from the food, it's going to fall on this aluminum. So our cleaning next time will be much easier than today. So next time we can just pull out the aluminum wrap and just throw it away. So that's what we're going to do right now. So you just cut it to the length of the oven. So you're gonna make it the length of the oven. So that's it. You're just gonna cut it easy breezy, and then leave the coil up. Push it to the other end, and then we're gonna use another one. So the one that is in now, it doesn't reach the end, so I'm gonna have to push it right to the back. And I'm gonna make another piece just for the front. and that's it. So that when you're cooking, whether the oil or the residue of whatever food that we are cooking comes on this one, we can easily take it out next time and then throw it away and put it back. That's it for today. Have a good day. Bye bye.